Hey everyone, in this session we will discuss about the things we must know to perform effective data visualization. The prerequisite to perform data visualization is to understand different types of data. Broadly, data can be categorized into two different categories. We have categorical data and quantitative data. Let's understand the difference between categorical data and quantitative data. Categorical data are not numeric in nature. It is not even measurable. Whereas quantitative data are numeric in nature and hence it is measurable. Gender, marital status, these are all examples of categorical data, whereas weight of a person, age of a person are examples of quantitative data. Understanding about data is crucial to perform efficient data analysis and visualization. In our previous sessions, we have gone through Matplotlib, Seaborn libraries in Python to perform data visualization. There we have seen a number of different types of visualizations are available to use. Now it is very critical for us to choose the right visualization for our problem statement. This is very critical not only for data and business analysts, however, it is important for data scientists as well. In this session, we will go through different charts and understand when to use them, and specifically we will also understand when not to use them. After this session, you will be able to understand and choose the right visualization for your problem statement. Remember, data visualization transforms raw data into meaningful visuals. Here, meaningful is very important word. We have few thumb rules. We will explain them first and then we will see individual charts. If we want to depict comparisons, we will be using bar chart and line chart. To see the correlation between variables or relationship between variables, we will be using scatter plot. Histogram and box plot are specifically used to understand the distribution of variables. We have pie chart, donut chart and stacked area chart to depict compositions. Let's understand when to use and when not to use each and every chart. This will give you the in detail understanding of each and every visualization present for data visualization. Let's concentrate on bar chart or column chart. Remember, in case of bar chart and column chart, your x-axis will have categorical data and y-axis will have quantitative data. Here, period 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 are nothing but categorical data, whereas 0 to 15 are quantitative data. Bar chart is based to show the development of one or more variables. Bar chart used for comparison. For example, year-on-year revenue comparison of a company can be done easily with the help of bar chart. Let's understand when not to use bar chart. Bar chart is not good for comparing multiple variables together. It will make the bar chart clumsy and hence it will not be an effective data visualization. Apart from this, do not use to check proportion of a whole. We will see what is proportion of a whole in future. Line chart is also another visualization used for comparison. In case of line chart, your x-axis will be time or any natural order and y-axis will be of quantitative data. It is used to show change of variables over time. Be very cautious while choosing the x-axis in case of line chart. Choose either time or any other natural order, otherwise your data insight can be misleading. For example, change in share price over time can be easily depicted using line chart. Let's understand when to avoid using line chart. If we want to check the relationship between variables or want to depict portion of a whole to show distribution of a variable, these are all the use cases when we will be avoiding line chart. And line chart provides insight about pattern as well. Pie chart and donut chart are used to visualize portion of a whole. Most pie charts will depict the values in percentage. It is used to show the composition. For example, if we want to depict the revenue per business divisions of a company on a particular year, we will be using pie chart or donut chart. Here, every portion is depicting the revenue from a specific business division, and the whole circle is giving you the total revenue of the company. So by pie chart, we can understand that how each and every business divisions are contributing to achieve the overall revenue of the company. Donut chart also does the same thing, but in case of donut chart, there is a hole inside. This empty space can be used to depict the numeric value of total revenue. Other than this, there is no major difference between pie chart and donut chart. Let's understand when to avoid pie chart. We will not be using pie chart when we want to depict the change of a variable over time. Furthermore, it is not for showing distribution of data. Area chart is also used to show composition. It depicts part of a whole change over time. In case of pie chart, it was only showing part of a whole. In case of area chart, we are also showing how the value of the variables are changes over time. Here we have depicted a stacked area chart. Let's understand this with an example. Each business division's contribution to the company revenue over time can be easily depicted using stacked area chart. Let's understand when we will be avoiding area chart. We will avoid area chart to show part of a whole for a single time period. In such cases, instead of area chart, we will be using pie chart or donut chart. It is not for checking distribution of a variable either. Scatter plot is a frequently used plot by data scientists. It is used to identify the correlation between variables, useful to identify patterns and outliers. Remember, it works only with numerical data. So both x-axis and y-axis has to be of quantitative data. We can depict how height of a group of students are correlated with their weight. We will avoid scatter plot to visualize the distribution of a variable. Avoid adding too many groups in a single scatter plot, otherwise it will be very clumsy. Hence, we will miss lot of insights out of this data. Let's understand an interesting plot called box plot. Box plot used to show the distributions. Using box plot, we can get summary of variability of a dataset. It also helps us to identify outliers. Box plot provides a number of statistical information from a dataset. It provides outliers, maximum and minimum values, where the majority of the data lies, and the median of the data as well. Hence, it is a very important plot to get statistics of your dataset. If we want to depict the summary of salaries of a company, we can easily do so by using box plot. Hope you have realized what will be the use cases for plotting box plot. We will not use box plot to depict the correlation between variables. For such cases, we will be using scatter plot, not the box plot. We will avoid the use of box plot to show the change of variables over time, because line graph is there for the purpose. Histogram shows frequency of data divided into intervals. In your x-axis, as you can see, you have intervals, and in your y-axis you have frequency. It is depicting the frequency of age groups of an institution. We will not use histogram to show the change of variables over time or identifying the correlation between variables. Let's understand the takeaway from this session. In this session, we have understood what are the different types of data available. We realized the difference between categorical data and quantitative data. We have gone through each and every plots and charts, explored them to understand when to use those plots, and furthermore, when not to use those plots. You are ready to identify the right visualization for your data visualization project. We will repeat one more time that data visualization transforms raw data into meaningful visuals. Here, meaningful is the most important word. Hope you have enjoyed this session, and thanks a lot for watching this video.